How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rallet, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, guys, we got loads of rumors, we got leaks, news, everything in this video. It's going to be a long one, so make sure to sit back, relax. If you want to grab yourself a beverage, I will warn you, you might be consuming a bit too much like liquid by watching my videos, but it's besides the point. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be taking a look at some stuff. Now, before we do that, a quick mention of Momo Board. Yes, we are giving away 3 copies of Legends Arceus over on Momo Board. If you guys want to have a chance to win one of the copies, then simply go and join Momo Board and click the post in the link in the description down below, which explains how to do that. Just being an active member and, you know, just going there, making posts, being a member is enough to give you a chance of winning one of the copies. So if you want to have a chance, then simply make the simple choice of going there, joining the community and being a part of it, because I run my own board there called Pokemon World, so join it if you want to. But yeah, simply do that. A big thank you to them for being partners of the channel. And now let's get back into the information. So today we got loads of stuff. So we're going to start off with everything from Nihilego, right? So Nihilego's been posting a lot of things recently. And also, by the way, shout out to all you guys who've been sending me stuff. Like, for example, like, who is this? Dexter's Lab. Thank you to you. I think that's John. Thank you for that. But either way, so the first thing he starts off with is this right here. The reason that I empathetically mention grindy is that this thing turns from optional to compulsory, that you must grind to level up the dex level to unlock the new areas and keep going with the story. Very single player style game. So he's referring to Legends Arceus here. This is something he mentioned in one of his previous tweets, which we covered in our previous video, which you guys can go check out on the channel. It's the literally last upload. If you check that one out, I specifically mentioned in that video that he brought up that the game is going to be very repetitive, right? Which can have to do with something that Soul Silver Art, who is usually always giving like his own thoughts on these things, something he mentioned himself, right? Which is that it looks like this game will require you to catch the same Pokemon over and over again until you complete the dex entry for it, which is going to be a bit repetitive. Let's just be honest about that, but we'll see how that actually turns out in actual context. We continue on there. Somebody asked him here, which is in this case John. He says, are there other stuff you can do in the game besides collecting and quests? He says, basically a catching game. Keep catching lots of Pokemon. For me, it's like Let's Go Pikachu and EV2 plus action elements. Now, what's interesting about this exact post here is if we go over to my tweets here, there was somebody that tweeted something really interesting to me, which kind of is interesting. Like right here, I think if you look at this one, so this was posted by Soul Silver Art, right? Saying, okay, I don't know if you guys are ready for this one. I've been wanting to post this since BDSP PLA were announced, but I was waiting to see if PLA's theory was true. Hear me out on this one. This rumor was real. With Let's Go Catching was a second game, not a feature in BDSP. And he's talking about this one leak. This is a leak. I think this is a leak because everything this thing said has turned out to be real, okay? Galar Mr. Mime plus new Evo, that was true. Fossil Pokemon is made from a combination of fossils you put together. That was true for Sword and Shield as well. And next year's games are Sinnoh remakes with Let's Go Catching. Technically, we did get Sinnoh remakes, and we are getting a game with Let's Go Catching. Not really, but technically, yes. So in a weird way, this was an actually real leak, and it all makes sense now. It all actually it works. It just works so well. And he says here, posted on the 10th of 2019, before Sword and Shield, Galarian Mr. Mime plus Evo, true. Fossil Pokemon mixed together, true. Sinnoh remakes came but a year later, half true. Sinnoh remakes were announced alongside with PLA, beefed up version with Let's Go Catching mechanic, maybe even referred to as. Let's Go Catching, probably true. The biggest hint here is really the leaker says next year's games, as it's plural. It also is possible to think that they meant next year's games, like the games coming in the following years. Again, plural, but the last point is a stretch. So that I'm certain. I'm just personally certain that was a proper leak. Okay, just gonna say it. I think it's a proper leak. But that's just what I think about that. So, what are your thoughts and opinions on it? But yeah, we continue over to the next thing though, which in this case is this right here. So somebody asks him about, does the cycle of the day and night work like that of real life, or is it a few minutes? Game got its own built-in clock. So yes, it's working on its own clock. It means that the game is not going to be using any form of real life following. Like if you think about Pokemon games in normal, like BDSP, it has a clock that follows the literal clock on your Switch. Whereas this game is going to have its own in-game clock that could last for only like maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes per day in the game. So we'll see how that turns out, right? But we continue on though. Next up is this right here. So somebody asks, as someone who almost always tries to complete the dex, this sounds perfect for me. A bit different. Completing the dex is a one-time job, but leveling up the dex needs repeating. So basically, catching the same Pokemon over and over again is going to be a staple of this game. It's pretty evident based on what we're reading here, okay? And somebody says here, yeah, I can see that being a bit tiresome when dealing with evolved Pokemon, especially ones with specific evolution methods, unless even evolved forms are available in the wild, still into it. Here are a couple examples where you need to do 100% for Dex each mon. The tasks will vary probably, although only part of it is necessary to max out the Dex level. The rest is completely optional, it seems, though it may still yield research points up to your rank. Hard to say. And then you have some of the things you can do here. Number amount of Pokemon caught, number defeated, number you've defeated with the ground type moves, times you've used quick attack, times you've seen it use bite, number of its forms you've registered, number you've evolved. So there's a lot of things you can do. Man, maxing this thing out is going to be insane, okay? It's going to take forever, yo, doing everything, but we'll see how that turns out, though. So we continue over to the next thing on our agenda, and somebody says here, but by the way, it's hard to upgrade the Dex level, requires tons of grind, apparently. So we'll see how that turns out. Next up, he says, basically several types, and the question actually is, like, the quest submissions are really interesting, different interactions from Pokemon. Basically, several types of quests, like finding some Pokemon, catching some Pokemon, or some minigame missions. If completed, will reward you items or a gift Pokemon, something like that. Fair enough. We'll continue on. So, yep, early Pokemon are easy to deal with, but the more you progress, the trickier it will be, and some species are quite annoying. So, yes, it could definitely, this is like in response here. So, of course, some Pokemon will be more difficult to handle, to see evolve, and things like that. And I guess you might have less amount of easy tasks to do, a more difficult task, like, oh, evolve this Pokemon, see this Pokemon evolve, like, 10 times, which would be a bit ludicrous, but a possibility of something you might have to do. We'll continue on, though. This is coming to us next from somebody else. In this case, it's Samus Hunter, saying the next few weeks is going to be interesting with several Nintendo presentations and trailers of titles expected at Game Awards. The Fire Emblem Heroes channel next week, new focus on Legends Arceus, the Indie World, etc. It'll be a nice closing month of the year. So December is going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. December is going to be a fun month. We're going to have so much stuff to do. I'm not even going to have time to breathe. I'm just going to be busy making videos for you all. So we'll continue on. Next thing, Eclipse says it's about to begin, and there's a video missing on Pokemon Legends Arceus' website. There is also another post, I think even PokeExperto posted about this, so I'm going to pop up that tweet just so you guys can see what we're talking about. But I think PokeExperto as well tweeted about it, saying that like that's unrelated. We're going to actually open this up separately because I want to talk about that further. But I think PokeExperto actually tweeted about this as well, saying that there is a hidden video on like the website or something along those lines. We're going to see if we can find that from PokeExperto, because he tweeted it out specifically saying that there's like a hidden video as well, and I thought we took a look at what he specifically said about it, as I think is worthwhile because PokeExperto is a trusted source and I like to see what he has to say on this. So here it is, what he's talking about. The official channel of Pokemon Asia channel have added a hidden video to their Pokemon Legends playlist. And then he continues on here saying that some users can see the third video without hiding, so it'll surely be nothing new for now. Now, we do actually, I think, have that video, possibly, which we're going to take a look at the end of the end of the whole video here. We got a little mini trailer to take a look at. So he talked about that specifically, and he actually mentions another thing up here, which is that the official Pokemon English channel also has a video hidden on its Pokemon news playlist. Again, it may be nothing, will be alerts. So yes, a video could be in the making, possibly for this week. And if so, it might be on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's usually the time they release these things. So basically on the 29th or the 1st of the 30th, sorry, of November or the 1st of December, anywhere between there. Even the 2nd of December could actually be a possibility, but we'll have to wait and see if that pans out. So that is that. My hair is a mess. I look like a rhinoceros. Either way. So again, even Eclipse said it's about to begin, and he also said ready for the craziest season in a while. So we'll see if it's going to be a crazy season. We'll see. But we continue on to the next thing though, which in this case is from Soul Silver Art, who says, imagine we'll have to go catch, sometimes battle the same Pokemon over and over. Just look at this list from the screenshot. We'll probably need to do these things. See it use bite, according to Ku. Won't be able to progress the story index until that happens. So I guess we're gonna have to really complete the Pokedex with this one. They really made it so like anybody who doesn't like Pokedex completion, this is literally what you got. Like they just made a game against you know what I mean? But anybody who loves the Pokedex, this is literally like your go-to favorite thing in the world. You're just gonna be catching the same shit over and over again. It's just gonna be fun, I guess. We'll see how it is. Okay, I'm excited for this game still, so we'll see how it turns out. But there is the stuff from PokeExperto, and we continue on. Nihilego said something very interesting, which is you can only keep one thing: IVs, candies, breeding, or held items. Well, we know that we're keeping breeding. That's already confirmed for the game. Held items, I don't know if that's going to be in Legends Arceus. Candies, I know those are in the game. I think we have a confirmation for that. But I guess one of these is going, well, if PLA would keep one thing, I suppose it is candies. We saw the trailer mons don't have held items and new stats that may replace IVs. Sad but true. So yeah, IVs are definitely gone. I think candies, breeding, and whatnot are there, but I guess held items are gone as well. So I guess we kind of have a confirmation on that, you know, more or less. So there you go. But there we go. Next thing, though, is Central Leaks. Looks like Pokemon Legends Arceus will have a rich post-arc story arc, and Arceus won't be involved in the main story much. And then Soul Silver kind of corrects me, saying, Amigo, you read this wrong. The whole tweet is referring to the post-game. This says nothing about main story, and it's easy to assume in a game called Legends Arceus, Arceus will be a big part of main story. Ku's saying Arceus isn't part of the post-game. Also, I just want to say that I didn't mean this with any malice or negativity. Of course not. He's just trying to point out the correction in like the post, which if we go to Nihilego's post here, he's specifically saying like the post-game is rich in the game, like the story in the post-game is like rich, but it has nothing to do with Arceus itself, which is interesting. Then also speculations likely hint that only of those mechanics remain in PLA. We already saw the rare candies are in the game, so it could possibly be the other candies are also there. That will mean breeding, IVs, and items are all gone, which is not correct because we already know that there's a daycare, so breeding should be in there. I'm pretty sure if there is a Pokemon... No, never mind. I'm wrong. That was a ranch. That's the ranch where you keep your Pokemon on the PC. So breeding could be gone. Yeah, breeding could be gone and IVs... So breeding, IVs, and items are all gone. I'm guessing that's what this might mean. So breeding, IVs, and items are gone, with the only thing remaining being candies, right? Rare candies in this case. So I guess that's the only thing that remains then, which is, odd. Interesting and yet odd. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about it though. So we'll continue on. Okay, potential spoilers. This is coming from Soul Silver Arch. It's a long post. We may get news this week, so I just want to put my personal final guesses in. Then Ku had to go and give us more riddles that complicate things. So I've got another mega thread explaining my thoughts on those below, which there is a lot of to go through. So let's just go through and take a look at this. Just tag it in case you guys want to have an in-depth look, which I will gladly take. A big post-game arc. Not related to Arceus. We know that there's a brand new post-game Pokemon. A new Force of Nature legendary in the post-game, basically confirmed for me. Number 7, have you figured it out? It's not about the RGB values. How is this person so good at riddles? For a moment, I was wondering if we had gotten all wrong with Quillfish and that number 7 was actually Inkay. But now it seems like Canalave Riddle is hinting at a Quillfish's typing. Also, this confirms we were right about Sneasel's evolution typing, which in this case would mean that, yeah, because what he's hinting here is like this one isn't as easy as RGB values, which is referring to a previous riddle where he used colors to give us the typings of Sneasel, right? This time around, he gave us like a change in the, I guess, story and specifically a group of Pokemon, which could be hinting at the typing of Quillfish, as Quillfish's new form, so to say. Now, 7, stated in the previous tweet, Ku is giving us a parallel tale to the original to give more details about the new Quillfish. First, all of the 4 Pokemon are based on marine animals, but none of them are water type. In my opinion, that means HISUIan Quillfish will also lose its water typing. Ooh, interesting, okay. Number 2, 3 out of 4 of these Pokemon are monotype. In my opinion, HISUIan Quillfish will probably be monotype. Third, Inkay doesn't have an evil smile, just like normal Quillfish doesn't have big spikes. Evil, translated in Japanese, is dark type. Since this is related to Quillfish, in my opinion, Quillfish will be a dark type. Now, the 3rd out of 4th, I guess, of these Pokemon are not only evolved but can evolve. Are not evolved but can evolve. He could have easily went with Electros, Graplocked, and Malamur, but he didn't. Added to that, Cursula is a regional Evo for previous Gen 2 single stage Mon. So, added to that AP said about HISUIan Quillfish possibly getting a regional Evo leads me to believe that HISUIan Quillfish will evolve and they will probably both be mono dark type, which is gonna be kind of interesting. But yeah, so then we have like the whole breakdown of, you know, Quillfish and the freaking image with the cactus and whatnot. Ku wrote this to sound like a tale from Canalave, so I believe the scripter words like Weeping Princess and Knight are just for that effect. If they mean anything, they would have just been reference a quest or the appearance of Quillfish, but not the steel typing, though anything is possible. I could still be wrong about monotype since Inkay is dual type. It could be Dark Poison or another possibility in this theory below. However, I strongly believe it will be monotyped. There's still 2 big mysteries. One came recently and there's many options of what it could be. The first idea is that if there's another RF or new Mon, and evidence supports this, however, there's no way it's related to any of the images in Ku's big image riddle. And then he goes on. So it's either a mouse Raichu counterpart, Raijin Gorochu, or a new Mon/form of an elephant. Could be a Donphan Evo form or a Copperage Evo form due to the Indian elephant reference, or maybe a Piloswine split evolution. Not Mamoswine since Gen 4 Mon hasn't gotten anything so far. So honestly, kind of strange. I said personally Copperage could be the thing going on, but I forgot about the fact that there's literally another Rhino Pokemon in this case, which is, of course, this bad boy over here. You know what I mean? You know, we're talking about Mr. Donphan. Okay, but could possibly be that one getting it. The only possible riddle images this could be are number 5, 10, or 3. However, Ku said this about 5. No one has mentioned an elephant or mouse lady noble before 2 days ago. Those few who guessed it right didn't guess Kopparaja or Raichu. We continue on. But wait, elephants have nothing to do with the Edo era, yokai-filled Hokkaido. Well, there is one option that would tie in well with number 10, original hint, but then Ku's second hint basically tells us it's Avalugg and disproves his theory. So yeah, I don't really know, lads. I don't really know where we're going with this. But now, number 3 is complicated. It wouldn't be a brand new Mon form exactly, but instead just referencing the elephants on the back of the world turtle. And maybe it could be a part of the design of number 3. In the end, it doesn't hold much weight to me, but it's possible. And of course, this kind of like goes back to Ball Guy leaks. So I propose that there's no way it's part of the riddle image, and it could be one of the rumored other forms, not in the riddle image. I'm only pushing that because Ku specifically says it finally gets a counterpart, which sounds like something we've never had before. Which is interesting. And the more logical choice would be something else Ku said in the past. Not everything is a new Pokemon, so this could be just hinting at character background lore with Raichu and Kopparaja being obtainable in PLA, or all previous RFs being regional forms being obtainable in PLA. And he also continues on, I still have no idea what the second big mystery could be, which is this image he said, like, you know, since they just revealed Shaman, please pay attention to these two, could not speak more right now, which is just a picture of I don't know, a lowland Vulpix and a shiny, like, Ponyta, which is really weird. But yeah, it is what it is. My biggest question mark is these predictions, which was Mons would get the last regional form slot. Patili still has a very high chance of replacing Basculin here, due to it making more sense than the entire Lilligant line would get regional forms. But I went with Basculin due to the following tweets, which is this one right here from Nikilios, saying, well, I mean, I would need to translate it, but basically, it more or less, Tim, I guess, you know what? Just going to translate it because it's easier that way. But he's just saying Nintendo Korea has registered a trademark of Caninos, Arcanine, and, well, basically, you know, Basculegion, Arcanine, Growlithe, and whatnot. They've all gotten their, you know, I guess, trademarks renewed. So that means that these Pokemon most likely are getting Hisuian forms, to be frankly honest with you guys. Probably going to be like a Hisuian Basculin in there. So we'll have to see how that goes. But ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot to go through here. These images, like specifically here, like there's a breakdown of everything. I will do a separate video on this because there is a lot here, okay? There is a lot. So I will do a separate video on that because there's just too much to go through. And now I want to go into the next thing of the video, which is the second part. Nintendo eShop page where PLA mentions 2 players and in-game purchases used for games with DLC usually. So this is odd. Either this could be hinting at DLC, or this could be hinting at, like, possibly there being, like, more patches in the future for this game, which could be what this is all about. But, yeah, there's mention of 2-player, right? Which I think is only got to do with the trading you can do in this game, because there won't be any way to, like, competitively battle in this game, I'm pretty sure. There's no way to actually, like, have proper battles with other people. You can only really trade with other players, and that's about the extent of it. So we'll have to see how that actually turns out and what the deal is with that. And this is sent to me by Grammar21, who sent me this, like, you know, little short mini trailer that was posted a few days ago, I think. And it's just like a short little trailer that we've kind of, with information we've already seen, but it was posted by Nintendo South Africa distributor over on their, you know, channel, I guess. So yeah, just a little short trailer showing off things we've more or less already seen. If you guys haven't seen it, then feel free to check the link down below. I'll be making a Momo board post, which I'll be linking down below, which you guys can take a look at for all the sources and stuff. So yeah, that's that, ladies and gents. And then we continue over to this, which was sent to me from another user. I'm going to make sure to just get the name right in a second here, just so you guys know who sent it to me. But it was sent to me by Ramo. Sent this my way, and it is a post over on Reddit of a post from 4chan, which is confusing, but here's what it basically says. A new Pokemon LA leak. The next Direct will be mid-December and will be the last major update minus smaller trailers, which will only cover about half of the info here. HISUIan Forms. The Raichu counterpart does exist, closely follows Gorochu. New Electrode form, which is obviously based on the olden Pokeballs. Gudra form is real, can't say much on its looks. Sneasel form is the climber of the game, has long claws to dig into walls. Dunsparce will get a new evolution that makes it a dragon. Finally, Komala will get a new form to fit with the marshy environment. His trunk is now a large wooden hammer. These are not the only new forms. More will be revealed. Alrighty then. Story. You will join the expedition squad and do missions for the early part of the game. Celestic Town alongside Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina will be very important. You do not have typical rivals in the game, nor a typical evil villain. The final boss I cannot say, but I think to the Eternatus fight in Sword and Shields. I'm guessing something similar to like a weird version of Arceus. There will be compatibility between BDSP and Legends Arceus. A flute will appear. Ooh, spicy. Ooh, will that flute be to summon, our Lord and Savior Arceus himself? Or as you guys like to say it, Arceus? I'm not going to do it that way, by the way. I'm going to say it the way I want to. So, it is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Arceus. I'm going to say it. Yeah, I'm pissing off all the people. You can leave comments. You can leave dislikes. I don't care. Yeah, I want to say Arceus. Yeah. You want Arceus? Oh, I'm sorry, but ew. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I just had a bit of a dilly-daddle, jokey-rokey at the end there. But ladies and gents, that's going to be the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, our motherboard giveaway. Go check it out. Link in the description down below. Join motherboard, make posts, be an active member, and you have a chance to win a copy of the games for yourself. And that's pretty much it. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. My name is Rolf Realit. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.